And we're back. I've finished sanding the stock, finished up with 220 grit paper. I was sanding with 120 when you saw it earlier, but I finished up with 220 to take all the little scratches out. Now we're going to get to a place where you have to decide. The standard stock that came with the rifle was just like this. This is a good reproduction of it. There's no fluting. If you wanted to flute the comb in here, just to add a custom touch, up to you. You might like it, you might not. This is the time to do it before you finish, and I'll show you. I'm going to do it mainly not because let's face it, the gun is no longer original anyway, so it's not like we're going to fool anybody into thinking it's original. Looking for the old stock. I see the old forehand, I don't see the old stock. I wonder what I did with it. Well, it's hiding on me at the moment. Things do that on my bench. Anyway, the original was not fluted. If you want to keep it like the original, that's fine. You don't have to do any more work than you've done. But if you want to, my suggestion on fluting, I use my cabinet rasp, and I try and take a line pointing down to the butt plate. So in other words, I'm going to flute this way, and with the file aimed towards the butt plate. Or towards the toe, I'm sorry. Of course it's towards the butt plate. Silly. So let me find a way to hold this. My laundry's done. If you heard the buzzer was telling me that my laundry is finished. Need to go put that in the dryer. So, aiming at the toe of the stock, I'm going to use my rasp, just maybe the first third of it, because I don't want this to be too wide. And I'm going to cut some flutes. And flip it over. And do the same on the other side. How clever, huh? And it's just a question of how deep you want them, how sharp you want the front of the comb to be. That's up to you. That's why it's called custom. And I don't know how well you can see that, but you can see where we're starting to cut flutes in here to sharpen the line of this line up, make it narrower, just make it a little bit prettier to look at. And yes, you can do it either way. I'll probably hold better in this vise this way. And again, not too tight. And again, you can come from the toe. And the trick is to keep the angle the same and the depth the same on both sides. And that's just a matter of eyeballing it, stopping when you're happy, because you're the only one you need to make happy if it's yours. Customer, if you have a customer that's paying for it, that's another story. You want to make sure he's happy. If you're doing this for a buddy or a paying customer, include him in any decisions. You'll be much happier with the result, and so will he. It's his gun, he should be happy with the result, otherwise why are you doing this for him? Okay, now we can go as radical as we'd like. I'm going to leave it there, I think, where you can see the fluting on both sides. Same depth. We've narrowed this a bit. It just looks a little finished, more finished. And of course, since we used the rasp, we're going to go back to the sandpaper now. And get my 120 grit paper out here. And we're going to get those rasp marks out. and make sure it's nicely blended into the rest of the stock. Now in this case I should be using a backer, shouldn't I? I happen to have, I don't know where I picked these up years ago, but it's a whole set of different diameters and get you into all the little places you want to get into. All we're doing is sanding those flutes. Same thing on the other side. Don't really want to step in here. We want it to blend nicely into the stock, so we're going to take some material off of here. This side we've got pretty well blended in. And you will notice that what this does, by using a backer, you get a nice sharp line right here, so that it looks like it was supposed to be there, not something that was added in later. You can keep that forward edge sharp. And once you're satisfied with the way it's blended in, we'll go back from the 120 to the 220 paper. Make sure that the finish in there matches the rest of the stock. Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. I hate to leave you, but I really can't stay. So good night, sweetheart. Good night. There we go. There we go. We've got flutes. And it's all a matter of whether you like that look or not. If you don't like that look, don't do it. If you do like that look, there you are. That's all there is to it. That's all there's to it. Just go and do it. Oh, you gotta have heart. Miles and miles and miles of heart. Oh, you can't be a genius, of course, but leave that old horse at the start. Well, you gotta have heart. All right, now we get down to stain. I think I'll clean up here a little bit, get all the sawdust off the bench so we don't get it mixed in with the stain and stick it to the stock and have to remove it again. So, okay, we're going to clean up the bench a little bit here, and then we'll be back and stain the stock.
Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.